y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Juanita if you're new here, and if you're returning, you already know what it is. Today I'm coming back at you with another hair video. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. I tell you everything else in the video. So I'm starting out on freshly washed hair. If you didn't check out my last video, make sure you check that out. I show you guys how I wash and style my hair and all that, my curly hair routine, but I'm going to be showing you guys how I blow dry my hair today. I use the tension method. This method, literally, ever since I learned it, it made my life 100% easier when it comes to blow drying my hair. So what you do is you literally just pull your hair with tension and blow dry your hair and get it about like 75-85% dry, or just dry enough where the curls are not bouncing back, so that when you do go in with the brush, it's not, you know, like you're not fighting with your curls as much, and it helps the blow drying process go easier. I woke my cat up. She was curly over me in the blow dryer. She was staring me down the whole time I was blow drying my hair. Clearly she hates the noise. And me. Now I'm gonna go in with my brush. I'm gonna be using the Easy Detangler. This is the first time I'm blow drying with this, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, and it was really easy. Yeah, I just do the same thing except using the brush now, and this helps to stretch the hair, like individually get all the strands and finish stretching out the curls completely. It takes a lot for me to get my curls to stretch because my shrinkage is already so much and my hair isn't heat trained, so it fights heat, and like I don't know why. And now that it's all dry and stretched to the best I can get it, I'm rolling it up and I'm moving on to the next section, and I'm just going to repeat that. And you're going to see with this section how quick I get my hair dry and stretched with the tension method. Like I barely had to run the brush through it. It really is a good thing. If you haven't tried it already, you should definitely try it. It definitely cut my blow dry time in half. I'm just going to speed through the rest of that, and I run the flat iron through my hair just to like stretch a little bit more, explain why later. But I need some lessons.
I'm just saying like me, yeah. One that you call and you talk to, girl. I'll share my world with you. You wanna waste your time, yeah. Waste your time with me. I mean, honestly, open your eyes and see who's giving you what you need. Waste your time with me. You could have all the space, more than you need. There's no pressure if you got time to waste it with me. And I ain't worried about them. Girl, you wanted, I see. And I am who I am. And I'll be where I be. If you ever hit me on the late night.
Alright, we're about to get into the hair trim. I ran the flat iron through my hair quickly just to stretch it more because my hair isn't heat trained and the blow dry just didn't get it straight enough. I want to be able to see all the ends I want to cut clearly, and yeah, the blow dryer just wasn't doing that for me. So I just did a few passes. I didn't take small sections, I took big sections on purpose. I wasn't intentionally trying to get my hair too much straighter than, like, you know, a straighter blowout, I guess. So we're about to trim my hair. I tried showing you guys in my hair straightening video, but I did not trim my hair right and I didn't trim enough. Today we're gonna go in. I'm gonna go in and channel the inner hairdresser that is in me and try to remember what I learned in hair school. I can't. My ends are horrible, and if you didn't watch my last video, I was saying that like hairstyles just don't come out right when my hair is in this type of state. I'm about to show you guys how I trim my hair at home right now. Alright, so what I do first is I split my hair in half, and I'm gonna put it in a pigtail like this. This is how we're gonna start, and I kind of want to like make it a little tight because I need it to like grab my hair, but I don't want it to be so tight where I can't slide it down. That's kind of also why you want your blowout or your hair to be kind of as flat as you can, at least if you're doing it this way. This is not a professional way at all. Same thing on this side. This hairstyle, like when I was younger, I used to love wearing my hair into pigtails, side by side. I don't remember my face in it. I think I was trying to be sassy. I'm gonna slide it down. And I'm gonna try to get them as even as I can. Well, get them even, not even as you can. Get them even, because you don't want your hair trimmed to be crooked. And I'm just gonna slide it down a little bit above where I want to cut. Place my finger under the hair tie. Take some hair cutting scissors, some really sharp scissors, and cut. There she goes. Oh, so happy to see it go, honestly. I'm gonna put that on the side. I'm gonna leave that there even though the hair tie's coming out. Try to match it up the best I can. Take your time because you don't want to mess this up. This is why I just avoid trimming my hair, because it stresses me out. And if you feel like you might be cutting too much, like more than you did on the other side, cut a little less on this side, because you can't uncut, but you can always cut more. What's wrong with my English? There's this side, and I honestly think this side is just naturally longer, so I may have to cut more. But look at all these straggly ends gone. This definitely needed to go. I feel like I could cut a little bit more, a little. I love fresh cut ends. Like, look at that, looks like a paintbrush. Now that that's like that, pretty good, I would say, to start. Ends are way more solid, so that's good. Now we're gonna go in the inside. I feel like it's very important to trim the inside of your hair, like especially when your hair doesn't all reach to one point. That is not going to get rid of all the ends. So what I like to do is I take my hair like this. I wouldn't recommend you doing this, honestly, if you don't know what you're doing. Like, you feel like you can trust yourself in doing this yourself, by all means be my guest, but this is how I'm going to do it. So I start on the side. I'm going to part a little bit, leaving hair by my ear. This is so hard to do when I'm not in the mirror. I'm using a very small one. And honestly, I'm just gonna, if I could show y'all. So now that I enter like this, I have them fanned out, and I'm just gonna dust all along these thin ends. Literally, like all those straggly pieces. There's usually like a line of demarcation, I'll show you when I do the next section, where you can see those dead ends. And then now that you have that, I'm gonna take another section with some of the other hair that I just cut, because it'll be like a guideline. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I think right here is where I cut last time. So I'll be cutting right here. And I like to face it towards me while I do it, because I can see like single strand knots and like be able to cut something that's not even in the mix. All right, too close, just kidding. Feeling better. And then I'm gonna go here and do the same thing. I'm not gonna grab anything from the bottom because I just trimmed that. And honestly, wow. I wish I could show you guys how many single strand knots are in my hair. Wow. You wouldn't think, like I wouldn't think I would have this many single strand knots, especially because I wear a lot of stretch styles, but I do a lot of wash and goes at the same time. And now, like where my brush was snagging, like in this area, no longer snagged. Like all those ends are gone. My hair is reverting, so it's getting fluffier. I'm still probably gonna go to the salon and get like a real trim, but I feel like this will hold me over till the winter, until it's time to get my hair pressed out. Yeah, it feels way better. And I'm just gonna twist this up. This side is taken care of. I'm gonna do the other side, and I'm just gonna like fast forward through that. Like I said, it's not really a how-to, because I don't really want to tell anybody how to cut their hair unless I'm really showing them what I learned in school, because I don't want to be responsible for anybody botching their hair, honestly. I'm just gonna spot check and just do like a dusting of anything that I just see with my own eyes. Not cutting any really solid sections, but picking out sections and going through those hairs and seeing if I see any split ends, any single strand knots. I always do it right in the middle here because this is where my hair is the most curly, it gets the most dry, and I get the most single strand knots in this section. I bring this forward. The more forward you bring your hair when you cut, the shorter hair will be in the front and the longer hair will be in the back. And if you cut your hair towards the back, the shorter hair will be down here and your longer hair will be at top. I don't know if that was useful. Literally so much single strand knots here. Literally every little thing I'm cutting is a single strand knot. I don't want to do that too much because then I might create like, I might thin out my hair unintentionally because there's so many of them. And the goal is not to get all of them, but the majority, the most. And the reason why I'm so adamant about cutting my single strand knots is because that's what causes breakage. I feel like if anything causes my hair breakage is these single strand knots, because around every time I find one, the hair around it is weak. All I gotta do is pull it a little bit and it breaks off. It's not good to know that a lot of my hair has that on there. That means that eventually my hair will break or split. I also think what contributed to my ends being so crazy is I think last year I dyed my ends pink, and if you saw that video I used bleach, so like the very ends of my hair are bleached, so I know they're just damaged. I found some like lighter brown pieces that are just split like crazy, and it reminded me like, oh yeah, you did that. Now for the last part, I'm gonna trim around here, and I'm just gonna do that lightly. I just part like a headband section, and I just cut all of those straggly pieces there. And then I think I'm gonna go in the middle because I noticed these are shorter, and I'm even gonna even this out. I low-key been in the mood to shave my head lately. I'm still sitting on that thought. If I do decide to shave my head, y'all will be the first to see. This is my trim. I feel like I'm done for now. I feel so happy that my hair is trimmed. So I'm gonna show you guys all the hair that I cut. This is the ends, and then there's so many little straggly hairs all over me. I'm half naked, so I don't really want to show y'all. But yeah, I cut a good amount of hair this time. Last time y'all couldn't even see. I couldn't even collect the hair I cut. I'm happy about this trim. Can't wait to wash my hair and see how it looks curly and stuff like that. Yeah, my hair feels way, 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 way better. My ends is feeling crazy, like just like, hey, imagine feeling healthy hair and then just crunch at the bottom. It wasn't cute, I wasn't feeling it. I couldn't even wait. I was watching Insecure and I was just pulling at my hair, just picking out all the single strand knots. And don't do that, just cut them, okay? That is all for my trim video. Sorry if this lighting was weird. I did want to show you guys how I trimmed when I trimmed my hair. I would say that the video, hopefully the video comes out okay because I can't really re-record it. But